Hello, hello, hello. So I am going to be reviewing this Winnie Parker video. So Winnie Parker has, first of all, she's a content creator, and she has been like trending for a few things, but I guess more recently before this, she started like a GoFundMe or something, so she can pay for a matchmaker because she wasn't having any luck in dating, right? And she was in like controversial for some other reason before that. I just can't remember, but I just remember like her being in the like going viral for certain things involving her dating life. But this video came across my For You page and I was like, oh wow, I it's faded. I gotta talk about this. So this is the video I saw first.
I went on a terrible date yesterday.
And I'm gonna stop it right there. Cause she's like, I went on a terrible date. Cause like I feel like she is always on some type of terrible date. It's never a good date. And I'm starting to think she's the problem. Just kidding, just kidding.
But this is why I don't like sharing dating content as much anymore, is because every single time something bad happens or a man acts absolutely horrendous, it's thrown back on me. Like it's my fault. It's such a hard pill for some people to swallow that there's actually trash men out here. And like I'm a victim. I just feel like online dating is not for me. Like genuinely it just does not work for me because I have the worst luck. I find it also hilarious that everyone thinks it's a skit because I feel like we've all become so desensitized on the internet of seeing things like that. I wish it was a skit. Like I wish it would make me feel so much better inside, honestly, because it's extremely disheartening. Like I'm so like I'm like physically tired. I don't know. I feel free to talk on this account because like it's just a few of you guys, so I just feel a lot more comfortable. But I'm trying to decide if I should go live on this account because I don't know if I want to deal with everything right now or if I should just go live on my main.
And so she um posted the actual interaction because she said like if she didn't record it, no one will believe this happened. So this is the video from the date.
I think I'm gonna leave, but like I need you to pay the bill because I'm not paying the bill. Like
I can't afford to pay the bill.
I'm sorry. This is where she went wrong. 'Cause I'm sure there was other red flags way before this date even happened that she probably completely ignored, right? But the I'm gonna need you to pay the bill. Mm-mm. That's not how you go about it, girl. Just sit there and be cute or whatever. Be like, oh, act like you don't see it. Look around the room. Be like, huh. And then if he doesn't reach for his wallet, we just sitting there. I'm just like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna say you need to pay this bill. No. He's like, oh, I can't afford this bill. I'd be like, oh, waiter, thank you. Can you split this? Okay, thank you. And I give her my card. No, that I'm not trying to argue back and forth with you. No,
But I
well
get
then
I get paid on Friday. I was
I get paid on Friday. Like,
thinking maybe you just look out this time. I mean, you did ask me to come out to eat.
I didn't ask you. You asked me to come out to eat.
Um, well, I sat here and pretended
This is
like I
so
cared
awkward.
about what you said for like an hour. I think it'd be
Oh
respectful for you to just
my
pay the
god.
bill.
Oh my.
he sat aside for an hour and pretended to like reset. Wow, I would be like, oh, okay. Like, she just taking like things like way too personally. Like, and for a man who like refuses to pay the bill, you should not be upset. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry for you. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
Like,
god. I've never had anyone talk to me like that.
and the fact that you're still sitting there is it says number. I would have gotten up. I would have been like, oh no. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go straight up to the waiter. I'm not having this conversation no more. Like, no, you're not gonna sit there and talk to me like that. I'm walking away.
Like I'll pay it just because like you seem like you.
How about you see if your sister can cash out you some money for it?
I, I'm literally like appalled. Like I don't like. Are you being serious right
I'll
now?
cover the tip if you want to like
If you
take
have
care
the
of
tip,
it.
then I'm not gonna sit here and argue with someone about paying a bill. I'll pay it, but like that's so sad that you would like
I
ask
wouldn't
me
even have
to
Well,
pay
if
it.
you'll
offered.
pay it, then what's the big deal? Now, come over here. Let me feel on it.
And then at the end, he goes, "Come over here. Let me feel on you." Are you serious? Like, I don't don't know why she's actually getting upset. 'Cause, he's obviously thriving off of the fact that she is getting upset and she's getting her feelings. I would be like, okay, I'm not playing this game with you. I would not. I would not care. I'd be like, yeah, this is not worth my time or energy. Let's see if there's like another update. Okay, so there is another part. So someone asks why pay is half. That's his problem. Okay.
I'm just going to clear up a couple of questions. One, the reason why I decided to just pay all of it was because the server had come around 3 times by this point and we were still arguing. I could tell that the server just wanted to be done. The server wanted to get, the payment and leave. It was about closing time. And so the server was just ready to go. I decided just to pay it because he was not going to pay it. And if he didn't pay his half, even if I would have split it down the middle, it would have been deducted from her bill. She would have had to end up paying for it, essentially. I was kind of okay with paying it because I just feel like it will come back to me in some way, shape, or form. I'm tired of arguing. I need to get back to my son. Like, let's just pay it and I'll just never talk to the man again. Another question I got a lot was how much did I end up paying? It was $100. The bill was $100 and that was including the tip. Another one.
Dang, it had cut off. Let me go back because. Yeah, I was basically just saying that, like, because my mic was cut off for a second, but I was like, I would have just been like, she would have to circle around 7 times. I would not have. I would have called his bluff. I would have been like, you're not gonna just not pay the bill. You're not. You're just not. Like, we would have just sat there. I'd have been looking at you, and you looking at me. I was like, oh. And even though if I had it, I'd be like, no, absolutely not. And especially if like you're being rude, like what the heck?
It will come back to me in some way, shape, or form. I'm
And
tired
she's
of
just being
arguing.
like
I need
too
to get back to
nice
my son. Like,
about it.
let's just pay it and I'll just never talk to the man again. Another question I got a lot was how much did I end up paying? It was $100. The bill was $100 and that was including the tip.
And he don't got
Another one I
$100.
got is why did he randomly mention your sister? Because before that, we were kind of talking about our families. He was telling me that, his dad had a business, and I was telling him that, like, oh, my sister, works in the technical field. So basically, he ended up just using that against me 30 minutes later. And the last one is a skit. It is not a skit. I do understand how it could seem like a skit because it happens all the time on the internet, and we are so desensitized to seeing shit like that we think that like it's not real. But I promise you, I would never wish that upon anybody.
I kind of feel it is a skit.
I'm traumatized from that shit. Like I'm literally like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? And then also the very end where he was like, let me touch on it. It ended abruptly like that at the perfect time, honestly, because while he was saying that, he was scooting closer to me. And I was like, get the, back the up. Like, like it was like
this is gonna come out that this was a skit. I guarantee you. Because like no, I don't believe her. She probably was like lacking on some content and being like, oh man, I need something to shake things up, and she just got some person to make the skit with her. Some of the comments it says, unfortunately, you did the right thing. Sometimes your peace is more important. I would have done the same thing. No, I wouldn't have. We would have been literally up in there causing a scene because you're first of all, you're playing in my face. You're literally playing in my face right now. And the whole thing, like, he was like, she's like, you asked me out. He was like, oh no, you asked me out. What is the truth here? What is the actual truth? Because, like, if he asked me out, I'd be like, no. And she's like, okay, it's $100. It's not just $100. It's just a principle. Like, no. And it's like, this is where, like, desperation will get you sometimes. Okay, there's another follow-up video. Another one.
Y'all, I was not going to say anything. This has happened about 4 or 5 times now ever since I posted that video, and I go out and I run into one of you guys. I've had people come up to me and be like, stop dating white men. Or like, girl, why you like white men? Like, that's seriously, everybody has been like, that's what everyone's been saying to me. And a lot of people have been saying that with my son, who is biracial, right next to me. And then it raises a whole bunch of questions on whether, you know, like why. He's like, mommy, why? He's 9, so he can comprehend, he can understand. Why are they saying that to you though? Like, why are they telling you that? And I'm just like, son, like, I don't know what to tell him. I also, you know, don't want to confuse him. I don't want him to be confused, because that tends to happen with biracial children. I'm trying to keep, you know, him on a straight path. So I would just really appreciate that. Come up and say hi to me. We can talk. I love to talk to you guys. I'm not even kidding. You can ask anyone who meets me, but like, just try not to mention that, please, because especially if I'm with my son, you know, maybe if I'm not with my son, but like, if I'm with my son, please just keep that to you know.